Hey guys, what's up? This is the Bull. I'm here at Church Ministry Community Garden this morning. I'm actually at church, but we're on break in between services because I also provide security for our church, and I'm also in the Ministry Garden Club. So I just thought I'd show you a follow-up from the video that I did previously when we had first was just starting to plant stuff. So the garden is coming along. Everything is kind of growing pretty nice. We had some serious rain last night, which we really needed here in this garden because some of the beds are nice and composted and got all the organic matter and stuff like that. But each bed or two beds, it's individually worked by one of the members. So some members are more seasoned gardeners than others. So you'll see the difference in between the growth in plants. Well, we try to help each other out. However, let me kind of walk you around and show you a little bit. Over here on this end, I picked up a few skids that I went around looking for some skids, and I got some skids, and I brought them down, and I constructed this 3-bin for our compost. So we're asking the community and stuff like that, people that come to the garden, to come and drop off their food scraps and stuff like that. The greens and the eggshells and all the peelings and stuff, any dead green vegetation that they have, they can just drop off here, and so we can get this compost bins filled up. Well, at least the one here to the left, I want to get that filled up as soon as possible so that we can start the first layer of compost going. Then as it decomposes down, I'll keep moving it over and over until we get some final product from the compost. So we got that there. Over there we got a nice mountain of wood chips that we had delivered. That's probably been sitting there for 2 years now. And over here, some of the guys are working over here on this end here. We're gonna build a shed there so we can store all our shovels and compost bags and fertilizers and things that we may need for the garden. So they're working on it. They work on it in between times when they have a chance, because everybody's busy either working at home or they're involved in other church activities and stuff like that. So it'll get built as soon as they get a chance. I'm not actually working on that project. Mine was to construct this compost bin, which I already did, and it's ready to rock and roll. It got a few little touch-ups, got some screws and tighten it up in certain areas, and I want to just do a few other touch-ups on it, stuff like that. But basically it's it's ready for use now. So we try to see if I can take you around the garden a little bit. It's rained really last night, and I don't want to get muddy, stuff like that, because I got to go back into the church. Over here, one of our ministers here is, I think he's growing cucumbers here on this trellis all the way down, and they, started popping up last week. We've been getting some nice rain, so it certainly helped out. So we got the little trellis here, so wrap up there. I was told by him that he's going to thin it out and stretch them out so like that. So hopefully we can get a lot of cucumbers from this trellis here. Over here, these beds, these little mountains, he was trying to grow some watermelons, and as I can see, not too good. I think he got one watermelon to germinate from all those seeds that he put in there. So we're gonna have to get some more seeds put in there. I got some watermelons at home in my own garden. I got them growing in just little containers that had extra, so I might end up bringing some of those down and give them to him so he can get them in there and get them growing. Over here on this end here, see what they put there. Okay, so we have 3 rows. Actually, these 2 over here got 2 rows in each one. So we got about 5 rows of the string beans. Those string bean bushes there. So they look to be doing very well. They're doing very well. These rows are about 15, 16 feet long. So they got a lot of them there. Down over there, down there, all you can see is weeds and whatnot. There's 3 beds down at the end that we need to get some volunteers to go ahead and get that all cleaned up, or we might do it ourselves and get those beds kind of done, and hopefully we can volunteer them out to some workers. I want to actually work that ground and get some vegetables here for the community so that we can share and give to the community, people that come to the church, or people from the neighborhood that want to come and get some vegetables. Also, a lot of the stuff I was told is going to be going down to the food co-op that is here in Georgia. So a lot of it will go down there. See if I can walk down this way here without getting dirty. All right, so over here we have some kale that needs to be picked. As I can see, on one of them is starting to go to seed on top. But so it's ready to harvest. So you got some nice leaves on there. Then over here, I think we got a bed of rutabagas. I think those are rutabagas. I'm not sure. I didn't see them when I put them in, but they kind of look like rutabagas. This whole bed here, going all the way down, this bed here is the okra. Okra's just come out last week, showing his face, and they look pretty good. Last year they were able to harvest a lot of okra. Over here in this bed here, I think that's broccoli. We got some broccoli growing there. And further down we got a few tomatoes. As you can see, some of these already have tomatoes on them. Going down, we have some onions. This bed right here, we have some tomatoes. Some of those tomatoes there kind of look like they took a beating. I think my friend put some chicken manure on them, and they kind of got a little close. As you can see, some of those tomatoes got burnt a little bit, but they seem to be coming around. Also, he planted some, just saw him put these in there last week. They were really, really tiny. Those are beefsteaks, and they seem to, in the last few days, to take some height to them, so they're looking pretty good. Over here in this bed here, we have some tomatoes and some zucchinis growing in that bed over there. Some tomatoes in the first part of it and some zucchinis on that end. Right here in this bed here, I got a roll of sweet peas growing. I'm gonna build a small little string trellis so they're able to connect to pretty soon. Over there they got some more kale, some more tomatoes growing. Got some more tomatoes over here in this bed as well. Got some peppers, and I did this trellis over there. I built that trellis over there, and I got some butternut squash growing there. This is our little rock garden. We had about 2 weeks ago we had a little painting party inside one of our rooms there, and we painted up some rocks. We got some more rocks. These rocks are from last year. We got some more rocks coming out. They were all done by Garden Club. I did a little frog from, it's called the coquí, and that frog is only grows in Puerto Rico, and that's where I'm from. Or originally was born in Puerto Rico, but I grew up in Boston. So they haven't brought my little frog out yet. I was looking for it, and I was like, hey man, I hope somebody didn't take my little frog. I could have took that little frog home myself if somebody was going to take it. However, I found out that they haven't brought those rocks out yet. So anyway, that's how our garden's going right now. So I'll talk to you guys later, man. Much love from the Bull.